Big diplomatic moment India is having in Bali in Indonesia, where the 17th G20 Summit is underway. In a first since the Galwan border face-off, Prime Minister Modi was greeted by the Chinese President Xi Jinping at the summit venue this evening. This also marks Xi's first meeting with Modi after assuming presidency for a third term in China. Now, ahead of the meeting, Prime Minister Modi did a signature outreach to the Indian diaspora in Bali. He said that India has transformed after 2014, a growing economy, startup culture and welfare policies for the poorest of poor, something that has been getting the attention of the entire world. Now, it's not just business for the Prime Minister. Like I said, there was a rousing reception for him, but tomorrow on day 2 of the summit is when Prime Minister Modi is going to be holding bilaterals with his counterparts. There are discussions that are going to be held with the French President, with the US President, with UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak as well. There is a bilateral with the Indonesian President that's on cards for the Prime Minister of India tomorrow. Now, there were several sessions at the G20 that were held today, in one of which Prime Minister Modi underlined the need for resilient supply chains for food, fertilizers and energy. But the most important bit that came to the fore, that also finds mention in the joint statement that came out later on, is the mention of the Ukraine-Russia war, where Prime Minister Modi said that nations must find a way to cease fire and peace in Ukraine via diplomacy, and that really is the need of the hour. But listen in to what Prime Minister Modi had to speak of at the diaspora event, where he spoke of shared history and relationship between India and Indonesia.
इंडोनेशिया से सीखने के लिए भारत के पास बहुत कुछ है और अपनी 75 वर्षों की विकास यात्रा से भारत के पास भी इंडोनेशिया को देने के लिए बहुत कुछ है। विश्व की अनगिनत कंपनियां ऐसी हैं, कई बड़ी कंपनियां ऐसी हैं जिसके सीईओ भारतीय मूल के हैं। आज दुनिया में जितने यूनिकॉर्न बनते हैं ना, 10 में से 1 यूनिकॉर्न भारत का होता है। 2014 के पहले और 2014 के बाद के भारत में बहुत बड़ा फर्क जो है, वो जो बहुत बड़ा फर्क है, वो मोदी नहीं है, वो बहुत बड़ा फर्क है स्पीड और स्केल में।
Abhishek, my colleague, joins us live from Bali, where the day's events have all wrapped up. It is going to be a big day in terms of business for the Prime Minister tomorrow, because there are back-to-back bilaterals that are slated, Abhishek.
Okay. So, of course, tomorrow is going to be a big day for Prime Minister Modi, because he's going to have multiple bilateral engagements, starting with the Prime Minister Pedro. He'll be also meeting Italian Prime Minister, Australian Prime Minister, and also he will have lunch with French President Emmanuel Macron. In the morning, on tomorrow morning, Prime Minister will be having a visit to the nearest mangrove forest also. That is a part of this whole climate talk that is being discussed at the summit, because mangrove forests across the globe have been threatened with this global warming, because they are going to be the first casualty. So the whole ecosystem of mangrove forest, how should it be protected, and what has actually happened over the last few decades to these mangrove forests is a symbolic indication that can actually happen to the larger part of the world if the global warming is not contained. So starting from that, Prime Minister is going to have engagements over the course of the day. Today was a big day because not only Prime Minister shared his views on 2 major aspects that the world is actually currently discussing. One was the food security, energy security, and there was the health sector, how to create a resilient and strong and robust health infrastructure. During the evening, like just few hours from earlier, Prime Minister was attending a gala dinner where all the leaders of G20 were invited, and we have all seen the pictures of Prime Minister greeting, shaking hands with Chinese President Xi Jinping and greeting, exchanging some words. This is probably one of the first proper meeting that we can say that has happened between the two premiers, Prime Minister Modi and President Xi Jinping, ever since the Galwan crash has happened. And India and China are willing to engage with each other in the times to come.
Right, this was an informal meeting between Prime Minister Modi and President Xi Jinping. Now, tomorrow is it's all business for the Prime Minister with not just the G20 handover happening for the presidency for next year, but also with the bilaterals. Are we going to see a pull aside with the Chinese president tomorrow?
So this is yet not confirmed because something that we have seen just in today's evening is a big achievement because these two leaders have not been very much in the talking terms. There has been some casual, virtual conferences, or they have also shared a table under the one roof at SU Summit level talks in Samarkand recently. But in fact, at Samarkand also there was no first-time greeting exchange that were actually reported that these two leaders have had. But this is the first time at G20 G20 Summit level talks that Prime Minister Modi and President Xi Jinping could be seen shaking hand and greeting each other. There was exchanges for a few seconds also where they might have asked each other a few questions. So this is probably an indication that these two countries may be engaging in a more comprehensive way, in a more mature way in the days to come. But for that, we'll have to wait because for G20, which was until now being considered as one of the most strained G20 ever happened because of the Russia-Ukraine conflict, Taiwan crisis, has actually given two positive takeaways. One was President Biden and Xi Jinping's meeting, which has also helped ease tension in Taiwan Strait and create some larger dimension, the discussion on larger dimension of world politics and world geoeconomics. And the second one is that Prime Minister Narendra Modi having some informal moment with Chinese President Xi Jinping. And these two meetings are actually going to ease a lot of tension. A lot of strategic smoothing is going to happen across the world with these two meetings.
Right, so all that is going to happen tomorrow. The official handover for India's presidency for next year will also happen tomorrow. But like they say, pictures speak 1,000 words, and the pictures coming out from Bali definitely speak of India cementing its position as someone who's heralding or who's changing the global narrative, a global unifier, so to say. And we'll keep a track of all that coming in from Bali at the G20 Summit. Time now for a quick break.